Okay, recording now. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Share. Hello, everybody. Oh, fuck. Where did it go? There we go. And now I need to switch it to present. Move you guys over there. Come on, baby. Okay, can y'all see the whole screen, or are y'all's faces like covering it? Can you see the words? Okay. What?
I can see it.
Okay. So this is our leaderboard so far, and the obviously there's the diamond, and then the green ones are the emeralds that have points right now, and these are paid ranks. So if you're a lifetime emerald, but at the moment you're not a paid emerald, then you won't have an emerald little thing next to you. Or if you are a lifetime 1-star like I am, yet I'm a paid emerald, and that is just like, I mean, it's just telling me to step my shit up and get another emerald on my right leg. So as you can see, Hannah has 16 points, and this is just what I pulled off the board today, so it might not be updated. Mine actually said I had 6, but I got another one today, so then obviously I'm going to have 8. Kylie, Victoria, and Danica are on there. I pronounced that right, Brittany? Danica? Hannah, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about, I gotta move y'all out of the way. There we go. So the Black Friday sale is coming up on November 26th, and things are up to 70% off, I think I saw. And last year they freaking flew off the shelves. And they haven't posted what's going to be on the Black Friday sale yet, but there was like a tiny little like picture of certain things that I'm assuming are going to be a part of it. And there was like the hydrate packets, I think it was, or recovery packets. And there was some of the water bottles, like the 3-day refresh bottle, and like the what's the To Be Mindset water bottle. That was my favorite water bottle that I had, because it was also with a straw, and I'm all about the straw water bottles, and it was the kind that was like, you just flip it up and it's the straws in there. I'm gonna try to get my hands on one of those. And yeah, so it says through December 3rd, but keep in mind that as soon as it starts, like, things are going to start flying off the shelves. So, I mean, 70% off of some of this stuff, that's a really killer deal. So definitely make sure you hop onto that. And then, and tell everybody on your teams about it, because that'll definitely be it could be a volume boost for you. It might not be huge volume, but it's something. And then next is Bar Blend, that is coming out soon. I think it's the newest program that's coming out. It doesn't exactly like appeal to me, but I know that I do have followers who are into the bar classes or whatever, and maybe if I tried it, like, I shouldn't knock it till I try it kind of thing. I'll definitely try it, but it's just not something that really resonates with me very much. So it's not going to be something that I push, because like, if you don't know by now, you don't have to push every single program, like every single new program that comes out. I know that like Ashley Molstad there was a newer, I think at first, like when Lift 4 came out, she did not even talk about Lift 4, because I'm not 100% that was a program, but it was a program that I was pushing, and she like had no desire to do it. Anyway, so you don't have to push any of the new programs if you don't want to. Like, people are, I did the thing with 80 Day Obsession where it had been out for a year, and I talked about it as if it was a brand new program, and I did an information session on it, blah, blah. And that was probably one of my biggest months, besides Morning Meltdown when that came out. So with Bar Blend, if this is something that is like right up your alley, definitely, I mean, push it to no other. Like, make an information session about it. There's the FAQ number at the bottom, and there's also the product toolkit that's already out for Bar Blend. So the sample workout's coming out November 25th, so a week from this past Monday. And this is one of those things, like, I've been seeing other coaches that have been saying, like, drop your email here and I will make sure to get you on the list for that sample workout. Or I know Heather Shipley has already started her information session for Bar Blend starting tonight. And it can just be like a simple, if you start an information session, like, go all in with it. and maybe have a couple guest speakers. Somebody, like, especially once that sample workout comes out, like, have a little guest speaker of somebody who danced when they were younger, and this is like totally, this program is like speaking to them and they're super excited for it. Just talk about it like you know everything about it. And you're going to find a lot of information on that product toolkit. As you can see right here, $25 off accessories bundle and $10 off the digital if they sign up with the challenge pack in November. So like anybody who signed up in November with the challenge pack, even if they weren't a new customer or coach for you, if they sign up with a challenge pack, they are going to get a promo code with the $20 off or the $10 off. And then also with this, there's going to be 60% off of the nutrition programs. So that's To Be Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix. And then it's going to be kind of like how Morning Meltdown was, where coaches had like almost a 2-week window that they could order. And during that window, they also got the first 10 workouts of the program. And that's something that you can really you can really push it, and you can really just talk it up. And I mean, maybe do the workout every single day between the 3rd and, I guess maybe you could do it the 3rd through the 15th. You just have to repeat a couple, but do the workout every single day and post the clips on or on social media and just get people interested in it. And then the workouts are going to get taken off on the 16th or on the 15th. So on the 16th is when customers can start to order. So obviously, like, you probably want people to sign up as coaches. So definitely push it for the first week. And I know some people really killed it with a Morning Meltdown, like startup or whatever. Like, I know Heather Shipley had one hell of a start with Morning Meltdown. So you could totally do something like that with Barre Blend and just have fun with it. Come up with like your own content for the information session if you're going to do that. And then VIP early access kicks off on January 16th. And this might be like a total just review for y'all, but I didn't know anything about Barre Blend, so I just wanted to pass the news on to y'all. You can find this in your Coach Breaking News, I think is what it's called. And check out the FAQ. Who's gonna do Barre Blend? Who's gonna do Barre Blend, or I figured Shelly would. And are you gonna do an information session for it or something?
I haven't fully decided that yet, but one of the girls that originally was one of the first people that signed up for me, she used to dance, and so she's already wanting in on it. And I have a couple of other people that I used to dance with that are interested, so I think I'm going to.
That'll be awesome. And I would definitely start talking about, hype up that information session, because especially if they can start ordering December 3rd, what's that, like 2 weeks away from now? Damn, man. Like 2-ish
really
weeks.
quickly, I would, because I knew you were going to be all over this one. And since you used to dance and you probably have a lot of like friends that used to dance with you too, I would recommend maybe like during that coach exclusive window, during like the December 3rd through the 15th or whatever it is, have all of those people sign up with you like on December 3rd, and then call it like the test group. Have them be in the exclusive test group with you to do the first 10 workouts or whatever it is. And just, yeah, I agree with Cassie. Since I know you're huge into dance, really hype that up. And if you want to talk about different ways to like create an info session or whatever it is, just let me know. But I agree, definitely hype that up since you're big into dance.
And then also with Barre Blend, there's been on Beachbody Champions, I think it was a couple trainings with a bunch more information on Barre Blend. So this might not even be all the information that's out right now. So if you go on to Beachbody Champions, there was one, I think yesterday or Monday, and then there was one a few days before that. So Shelly and anybody else who wants to talk about Barre Blend, I highly, highly recommend looking into those trainings, because it was Elise, the trainer for this, who is the one who was hosting it. So definitely check out those trainings to learn like all the ins and outs, because you want to make sure that you know as much information about this as you can. Because like somebody could be following you, Shelly, somebody could be following Hannah, they could be following me. I haven't said a word about this program. Hannah, I don't think has really talked about it much either. And Shelly, you could be talking it up like crazy, and people are going to be like, oh, Shelly has this freaking program that nobody else is talking about. And I mean, they're going to get all this FOMO and want to get started with you. So that's an advantage that you would have over others, like, because you're already talking about this program. So for any of y'all who are interested in Bar Blend, highly recommend, like, start talking it up now and start. I mean, I just like, it's a great opportunity when these programs are brand new and people like don't know anything about it, and they're going to find all this information out from you. It's not like 21 Day Fix where so many people have heard of it and probably so many people have even already done it. Like, this is totally new to so many people, like total new information. So take advantage of this opportunity.
And what I did, you're right, I haven't talked about it at all. I put like a little slide today on my stories just asking if anybody was interested in bar. And I have had some people that said that this may be something that's up their alley. So even if you don't plan on doing the program, either take a snippet of like the preview of it or just a picture and ask on your stories if you have anybody that would be interested in bar. And if you do, write their name down, and maybe like as a team, we can all create like this test group for anybody that's interested. That way even if you don't plan on doing it with them, at least we have some people like
Yep, that's a good idea
that are doing it.
That's a really good idea. And then also maybe like look into prices of bar classes. I don't know how much bar classes cost, but I know that it's not just like going to the YMCA. Like, I know there's actually bar gyms. So maybe look into that and like talk up how you'll get not only this, but you'll get all these other programs for $140, or I guess I don't know how much Bar Blend is, but just really you get all the information that you can and just hype it up.
And also on the Team Beachbody Coach like HQ, like the 411 on Instagram, they posted like a preview video of the like kind of like a promo video. So I took a recording of that. So I'm going to share that as well.
How do you do that? Do you just screen record or what?
Hannah was telling me about an app that she uses.
What is it?
It's called Record It.
Record it. So when I do that, basically I'll just go to like YouTube on my phone and then play the YouTube video. And at the same time that the YouTube video is playing, then I'll just record my screen, and then you can go back and cut down to like what that you wanted.
Because I have Record It, but I never knew that it could work like that. So are there any more questions about Bar Blend before we move on from that? No? Okay. All right. Probably changing the name of this Crush It to Christmas thing, because I know not everybody celebrates Christmas. But this is, I know Hannah's hosting something like this, and it is just like 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme kicking off on December 2nd, and they're going to end right before Christmas. And yeah, my plan is that 2-week period between when I finish up Transform 20 on the 22nd and when I'm going to start 80 Day Obsession on January 6th, tentatively. I'm going to make a like a hybrid calendar or whatever, and we can all use it, or maybe Hannah will make it. Somebody's going to make this hybrid calendar, and for the 2 weeks that we don't have a program going on, so that way we at least have something to follow. So my plan is to start 80 Day Obsession on January 6th. It will end on April 5th. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about it right there. And I'm going to do...
That's the exact day we finished last year, on Maya's birthday.
Is it?
Yeah, I finished 80 Day Obsession on Maya's birthday. That's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. I remember you finishing on her birthday. I didn't even think about that. So with that, I am planning on hyping it up, doing an information group like I did last year. So if like if anybody else is planning on doing 80-day obsession and wants to do an info group together, that would be awesome. Then we can have guest speakers, especially from who finished 80-day obsession with us last year. I know Victoria, you're finishing up soon, right? So you would be awesome to have as a guest speaker on the info group. So it's just an idea. I did not do very well with 80-day obsession when I ended up last year. So I told myself that I need to stick to it. And it was the hour-long workouts that just like really got to me. So I'm telling myself I have to get it done. And then also I have somebody who is starting Ultimate Reset in January. So this is the program. It's like strictly just clean eating for 21 days. And you can do like light workouts, but it's like not recommended to do a program or anything like that with it. It is very strict with the food. And I mean, I know Emily Faber's doing it right now and quite a few other people are doing it. I know that Brittany, other Brittany, was interested in doing the Ultimate Reset, but I think she's going to wait till after her Cabo trip in February or something like that. But I do have one girl that's doing Ultimate Reset in January. So if anybody's interested in doing that, I've heard it is a great freaking program and a great way to clean you out. So just keep that in mind. Any questions on this slide? I think, okay, the next slide, I don't want to click yet. So
do you know, I mean, I could look it up. I haven't even looked it up. Do you know what the price is for the Ultimate Reset?
I want to say it's between like 100 and 200.
Thanks for the clarifying there.
I know I've looked it up in the past when I thought about doing it, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
Just seeing how much Emily Faber has been hyping it up, and I know she's had great results with it before. I'm like, do I want to do it? But I'm also like I talked about today, like I am all about moving my body and I feel best when I do. So I'm like, weeks without working out, like I don't know what.
I don't think I could stick with the eating. Like the things that they eat are not things that I would enjoy. And that's my issue with it. But I think, I know that'll lead to great results and like really clean me out, but I don't want to set myself up for failure. But if y'all are interested, let me know. And what I was going to say, so after 80-day obsession on April 6th is when 9 or 10 rounds or 9 rounds, whatever it is, the new Joel Freeman workout or program, VIP early access starts on April 6th. So I'm all about that freaking program. I don't even know much about it besides it's like kickboxing and weightlifting. And it's only 5 days a week, 30 to 40 minutes. So, and I love Joel Freeman and I loved Lift4 and he was great in Core to Force. I've only done a couple of those, but, and like thinking about how much I love Morning Meltdown's kickboxing one or whatever, the Fight Club. I think that one is going to be like totally for me. So I thought it was just meant to be. If I started 80-day obsession on January 6th, ended on April 5th, and then started 10 rounds on April 6th. Otherwise, maybe I'll push it back a week. I don't know. So that's to keep in mind. We obviously don't know much about that program yet. And I'm like crossing my fingers that there's going to be an actual test group for it. But whatever, we'll see. Any questions on this stuff?
One thing I was just going to say, not on there, but I know Bernice, you had asked me if I was going to do, because we're all promoting the 3-day refresh now, but I would actually also prefer to do it after Christmas. So I know I do have some girls doing it now, but I would rather wait until after Christmas. That's when my program's done. So what if, since we're going to be kicking off either 80-day obsession or whatever program you're going to do next, I'm kind of leaning towards doing the work again. But what if we plan a 3-day refresh, like December 3rd, 4th, and 5th? There'd be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or they could do it during the week, but just like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like just like anytime that week before, especially, I mean, if we promote it that way, then number one, you're jumpstarting your clean eating, because you're going to eat like crap all the way through the end of the new year or end of the year. So maybe keep in mind for another 3-day refresh at the end of or beginning of January.
I think that's perfect because I had some girls who were wanting to do it after December or after Christmas too. We're going to do one after Thanksgiving and one after Christmas, so that would work nicely. So now that it's raining out. Now that leads us to our exciting news. Dun dun dun. So I'm just going to start by saying, like, one of the biggest goals in Beachbody is to be elite. Not very many people can say that they were elite in Beachbody, and when you hit elite your first year, you're not promised to hit it your second year or your third year. So it's really special. And I know that Hannah and I have been talking about like goals for 2020. Well, we've all been talking about goals. But I know for my goal, I told myself that it was going to be hitting elite by September, because if y'all haven't seen it on social media, like, I'm getting stressed out watching other people post about how they need to qualify. Like, tonight is qualification, or when you have to start, tomorrow is when you have to start the 6-week qualification at the very latest. And I'm like stressing out watching other people's stories saying that they're like trying to hit this goal by tonight. I'm like, oh my God, like, I do not want that to be us next year. So we're setting these goals to hit elite like in September. And now I'm kind of thinking that I want to try to hit it by Summit. But anyways, so we're going to talk more about how we are going to get our team to elite for next year, our teams. We'll talk about that. We're not going to have a team call next Thursday or next Wednesday, because the night before Thanksgiving, we take off for Zach's parents that morning, Wednesday morning. And I just know a lot of other people are with the family, so we're just not going to have a team call next Wednesday. So 2 weeks from today is when we're going to talk about like exactly how we're going to hit elite, kind of have a game plan set in stone. Bottom line is, you need to hit Success Club every month, and you need to get to Diamond and beyond, or you need to get 1 star and beyond. Let's shoot for that. So with that being said, Hannah and I have also been to, Hannah, you tell this part.
So we've talked about it. Oh my gosh, when did we start talking about it? Like Summit already?
Probably, yeah.
But we have been talking about putting together a leadership retreat. And so this would be Cassie's team and my team. And in order to be invited to the leadership retreat, you would have to have a certain rank, certain amount of points, whatever it is. We haven't decided on all of that yet. But it's definitely an invite only thing. You have to hit a certain rank, and then it would be, I'm assuming these are all the details we haven't talked about yet. But you get there, and then we pay for your stay and we pay for your weekend while we're there. So it's a weekend on us, just to tell you how badass you are, basically. What else did I miss, Cassie?
Well, just like, I mean, we want to like thank you for all the hard work that you're putting in. So what we are hoping is that by this point, we'll be at the point of having almost locking in elite, or being really damn close. And I don't know if y'all have seen like other posts about other people doing their leadership retreats. And I have always, I mean, even before, I remember seeing, I think it was Ashley Smith, when I first started coaching, seeing her going on these hosting these leadership retreats. And I'm like, I want to do that someday. I want to have a team that I can spoil, that I can just go and hang out, like have just a girls trip, and obviously do some business stuff, but like just have a good time and actually get to hang out with all of y'all that we just like connect on freaking social media and on our team calls every Wednesday. And I think this is going to be like, it's going to be so much fun to bond. And for the moms out there, like just, I mean, taking off the mom hat for a little bit and just really, really getting excited to just have girl time, because that's what I crave. I crave girl time. I love my kids to death, but I also love going on girls trips and just getting away for a little bit. I love my husband to death too, but it's nice to have girls trips. So I mean, it's how we want to thank y'all for working your asses off and helping our teams hit this amazing freaking goal / rank. Like I said, in 2 weeks, I mean, Hannah and I are really going to actually sit down and nail out like where we're going to be. And I don't want to, you didn't already tell them, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So we don't want to spoil that yet. And maybe that's something that we don't even tell y'all exactly. And like for a little ways, I don't know, but, we have some exciting things up our sleeves, and we want to nail down the details before we actually like go too in depth with it, because obviously we can't go too in depth with it if we don't know the details. But it's something that was on both of our dream boards, and knowing that we're actually going to be able to go through with it, and we've built these teams that like y'all are working your butts off. And if you're not working your butts off, then you better start doing it now so you can get on this trip. But I don't want y'all to only hit ranks just to go on a trip like this. I want y'all to work because you want to hit your goals. And then this is just a perk of hitting your goals. I know that's how I looked at like when we went to Summit and we got to go on that pedal tavern thing. I wasn't just trying to hit this rank to go on the pedal tavern. I was trying to get diamond and 1 star so I could freaking like prove to myself that I can make this business work. And that's what I want y'all to do. That's what me and Hannah both want y'all to do. We don't want y'all to only hit these ranks and only shoot for these ranks because of this retreat. Because I know that in the past and other retreats, some girls, I mean, you look at a picture from a retreat from a year ago, and you had to be diamond to go on the retreat when there were like, I don't know, 25 to 30 of them or something like that. And then now like half of them aren't even working the business. And that's not what we want. Like we want y'all to want this for yourselves. And this is just us thanking you for wanting to work hard, if that makes sense. But yeah. We have 10 minutes left. Hannah, do you have anything else to add to that?
I had something and then I forgot what I was going to say. This is, what was I going to say? This is completely off topic of the retreat, but another thing I just told my girls that random, I do all my best thinking while I'm in the shower today. I like literally just stood under the hot water for like 15 minutes. I was done. I'm just like, I don't want to get out. And so I actually got to thinking about Summit in 2019. And I told my girls, it was just you and I there, just Cassie and I. And already for 2020, Summit 2020, we have 6 of us signed up to go. So just thinking there's still 8 months until Summit. Think about the team that you could have joining you there, because it like gave me chills thinking about it in the shower. I was a baby coach. I was 2.5 months into coaching, 3 months into coaching, and basically they're alone. And then to think that I already have some of my girls going there with me next year, and thinking that the girls that are already signed up to go with me this next year think that you could have your own team there too. That just threw me off when you stopped.
Sorry.
To think that you could have your own team there too, like, it gives me chills to think about it. I was honestly, like I said, in the shower, basking in the hotness, and then it was just like, whoosh, chill, whoosh. It was just really cool to think about. And I told everybody, but Bernice was on my call, but I said, if you haven't purchased your ticket to Summit yet, and if you've been considering it, I highly recommend buying it sooner rather than later, because the price is just going to go up the closer it gets to Summit. And Summit will change your business. Like, it will fire you up. It will give you all the motivation. And it's not just about motivation. Like, there are trainings. It is seriously go, go, go the entire time you're there. Like, Cassie and I had to skip out on some of the trainings because we were like, we're exhausted. Like, I can't keep my eyes open.
I just need Chipotle.
It's just, it's so much information. And it's like, it's, what do we say, Shelly? The 15th through the 19th of July. And that's another thing that we've talked about, this leadership retreat. But Cassie and I have also talked about hosting another like big, like just an exclusive party for like the leaders on our team, the people that hit a certain rank, people that are going to Summit, like the top leaders on the team. You're going to get this exclusive like spoiling just from Cassie and I, whether it's going out to dinner or a night on the town or whatever it is. But if you have been considering Summit, I highly freaking recommend doing it. Do it.
Yep.
Right.
You're going to meet people that like you've only seen on social media. You're going to see these top coaches just walking around like, I mean, it's like seeing a freaking, what is it called? Those, like a famous person, like almost like starstruck. And I don't know, it's so like surreal, but then seeing all these people, like I can't express like how not weird it is, but how cool it is to like, okay, we're all looking at each other on this computer screen right now. And then you go into the airport and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, Victoria, like what the hell? Like come over here, give me a hug. And I mean, it's so weird because like you've only seen each other on social media and these team calls, and you actually see each other in person and you're like, oh, holy shit, she's a real freaking person. And then just being able to just meet up for supper while we're at Summit, or just like hanging out in the hotel room, whatever, or going out for margaritas after all the trainings. Like, I mean, it's so much fun, and it's nice to be around people who have the same goals as us, rather than being, I know I have people in my life who think that this Beachbody business is just like a scam or just silly. And being able to be around all these people who have the same kind of dreams as you do, same kind of goals, and who are just ultimately out there trying to better themselves and helping other people better themselves. And being around people who have those exact same kind of thoughts, it's really like a breath of fresh air, and you won't understand it until you're actually there. So that's about all I can tell you. Like I can say it as many times as I want to until my face turns blue, but you need to get there. If you're still in the running for Success Starter, you would get your ticket for free. And yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to want to be there to meet all of us, to hang out, to like get invited to whatever our little team bonding thing is going to be during Summit. Haven't quite figured it out yet, but and it's, I don't know, it's just really cool to actually meet each other in person and see like the kind of vibes that you get from the trainings and from the guest speakers. I'm not a crier, but at one point when Rachel Hollis was talking to us, I about cried. And I don't know, it's just a really, really cool place to be. So definitely.
See, I am a crier, and I can say I honestly bawled my eyes out like the entire weekend. Like it was like the first night something came up and I was like, oh, don't let anybody see. Don't let anybody see. I was honestly like welly-eyed all freaking weekend, but I'm super emotional too. So it's just, I can't put into words like all of the feelings, but I can't put into words. I recommend definitely get your ticket, go be with us. Yes.
Everybody who's on here right now, raise your hand if you already have your Summit ticket. 3, okay, 4.
I'm thinking about getting it.
You definitely should. I know you're in Canada. I don't know how flat, like, I don't even know exactly where that's at on a map, but but I don't know how much plane tickets cost, but I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine it's going to be too crazy, but definitely recommend. I mean, there are plenty of other Canadian coaches who go to these events. So, and I think for us, like if, since I'm not going to be elite by the end of the night. So for those who are not elite, it'll actually start on July 16th because the 15th is like the elite reception or something like that. So the 16th through the 19th, and I do not have my hotel stuff yet, but you can honestly like start talking to people, trying to figure out hotel like situations who you want to room with kind of thing. I think it's beneficial to find people on our team who you want to room with. I mean, I know, like, and you can bring your husbands. My husband's not going to go because he has to detassel, but I think Hannah's husband might. I don't know. Is Clint going? No? Oh, okay, good. So I won't be the only one, the Lone Ranger. But
Quick question. How much of the time is it like that you're going to all these meetings and like all that kind of stuff?
pretty much all day. But I know a girl who is like a part of the Follow Your Bliss family. She has gone a couple years now. She took her husband this past year, and he actually went to some of the trainings. He was considered a guest, and he decided he wanted to run the business a little bit, like actually work the business. And it also can, like, were you kind of thinking for your husband?
Well, I told him it was in New Orleans, and he was like, "Oh, I want to go to New Orleans."
Well, and there are plenty. I know my husband like would love to go, but it's just a bad time of the year for him. But there are so many other husbands that I can guarantee will be there, especially since it's in New Orleans. And so you can talk to other girls who are going to have their husbands there, whatever. But I highly recommend it, or at least look into it. I mean, it's still, like 10 months away? No, that's a lie. Like 8 months away. So yeah, everybody definitely look into it. We have less than a minute, so we need to do our boom boom now.
Yeah, there's trainings all day, and they're recommended to go to, but not like absolutely required to go to. Like you said, we skipped out on some because it was just like, I cannot keep my eyes open anymore. Like, it's literally from 9 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. Now there's breaks in between. It's not just like sit in your room. You get to move.
It can be a very long day, but I mean, you can make it what you want. I'm gonna do a boomerang quick. So everybody do your thing. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for hopping on tonight. I hope that y'all are excited for all the things to come in the next